First responders are recuperating tonight after an almost 8-hour-long, exhausting rescue mission on Signal Mountain.
NewsChannel 9's Alyssa Sperato shares the story of one Signal Mountain rescuer who was first on the scene to help the injured 22-year-old hiker. She joins us now with a story. Alyssa?
Calvin Latricia, the 22-year-old woman from Dayton, was hiking with friends down Middle Creek Trail when officials say she slipped on a boulder, fell, and broke her leg. But officials say it was a lengthy mission, one they couldn't have completed without the help of over 100 first responders. After a few hours sleep, Waldens Ridge firefighters are back on the job after a long night of rescue. A tiring endeavor that over 100 emergency personnel undertook.
At one time, the rescuers were having to wade through waist-deep water just to get to her. They said to set up a high-line system from one side of the gorge to the other just to extract the patient over to the rope systems. We had a total of 6 rope systems set up.
5-year volunteer firefighter Walter Smith was one of the first to reach the 22-year-old.
Well, 30 minutes got into it, we realized it was about an hour hike just to get to the patient up the creek.
They soon realized the terrain was too dangerous to continue. Smith and another first responder began the 1-hour hike in a different direction up the mountain.
She was scared. She was ready to get out of there. She was in a lot of pain from her injuries. We'd get her out the fastest we can, but any rope operation is going to be very time intensive.
Carrying the late evening rescue into the early morning hours.
Dealing with the heat and humidity and the time period that it takes to get someone out of that area that's that bad, it's just unreal of how much it takes.
2 firefighters were transported to the hospital for injuries sustained during the rescue. 2 others were treated for dehydration.
We just try to remain as professional as possible and keep the patient calm.
Do you find that hard sometimes to do?
It is hard. You don't want to lie to them. You want to be as honest as you can. You don't want to tell them we'll be out in an hour and it's going to take another 6 hours.
Police have yet to release the hiker's identity. At last check, she was in stable condition at Erlanger Medical Center. Calvin.
Thanks, Alyssa.